When you're at the driving range practicing, or at the golf course or putting green, one of the most important things within that practice session is the golf ball. The golf ball is key to the way we play the game of golf, and I think a lot of golfers, when they're actually on the golf course, take real care and attention in the ball that they're using. They try and play the same ball each time. They try and keep a ball that's in decent condition. But often when we go to the driving range, we just get what we get. Now, we've got to make sure we understand that the golf ball we're hitting here on the driving range might not be the same as what you would play with. And I do stress that there might not be. Some driving ranges work really hard on producing the best quality golf ball that you can use, and that's going to be really important to your practice session. Other driving ranges, for budgeting constraints or sometimes for size constraints, would use a golf ball that is not a premium golf ball or is not even full flight. Some driving ranges use a golf ball that's only 70% flight. Now, don't mistake that as 70% compression. 70% compression does not mean 70% flight. A 70% flight ball will only go 70% of its yardage. So if you're expecting to drive the ball 200 yards down there and the ball comes out at 160, well, that could be the golf ball that's causing that problem. You also might feel that those balls are a bit softer and they spin a little bit more. So we want to try and understand how that affects our practice session. And if the ball is not a full flight ball, you can't really go and then laser the shots or laser the flag and work out how far you're hitting it, because it's just not relevant to your practice session. If you go to a driving range where they've got a full flight golf ball, then if it's in good condition, maybe you can laser your measurements, laser your yardages, and you might make a decision that it's better for you to drive a bit further, pay a little bit more, go to a driving range that has a more premium golf ball because you value your practice time a little bit more. If you are going to the practice ground and using your own golf balls, try and build a practice bag that's got a similar type of golf ball in it. Now, in an ideal world, that would be the same as the golf ball you play on the golf course. So an entire bag of Titleist Pro V1s or an entire bag of Srixon Z-Stars or whatever that might be if your ball of choice on the golf course. But to find that many golf balls of one brand is tough. But if you just said, okay, my bag is going to be all premium balls, so all soft feel, spinny premium balls on the little chip shots and the little putts that you're using with your practice bag, you might not feel a massive deal of difference. But if you then put a couple of distance balls in there, you'll notice it. You maybe even hear it when you hit the shot. It'll sound clicky. When it lands on the green, it won't react the same, it'll roll off. That can then upset your practice routine because you think, well, that one's gone further, so I now need to hit the next one softer. But if the next one's softer and it's a soft ball, suddenly it doesn't go as far. So try and get your practice bag to replicate something similar to what you're playing. When you're putting, use the ball you play on the golf course. Putting is only half a dozen balls when you're practicing, so you should have 6 or 7 of the balls that you're actually going to play with. So we've got different golf balls, make a big deal of difference to your practice session. The driving range golf balls, you can't control those much of the time, but maybe speak to the guys who run the driving range and ask them what type of ball they're using. They should know because they buy the thing. So if they're not using a full flight golf ball, you need to know that, you can ask them, and then you can react differently with your yardages when you're practicing. Understand your golf ball to improve your practice time.